Good evening, folks. This is Deb. So let's talk about some of the stuff I've seen on the web about free agency first, okay? So there's all kinds of talk out there. I think particularly Sports Illustrated, um, talking about uh, teams that could potentially steal Kelsey Mitchell from the Fever. Um, and the two teams mentioned would be the Seattle Storm and the Dallas Wings. Now, the Indiana Fever has stated that Kelsey Mitchell is going to be their first priority in the offseason, and with good reason. Okay. She is deadly in the backcourt with Caitlin Clark. They play well together. Okay. They both know how to feed each other. Um, they proved it the entirety of Caitlin Clark's freshman year in the WNBA. Okay. And if Kelsey Mitchell wants to be in Indiana, then Kelsey Mitchell will be in Indiana. That will not be a problem. The goal is to build around Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston. And in order to do that, they need a person who can shoot from the outside and open up the floor, power forward. So Azura Stevens is still a name I'm hearing out there as a potential target for the Indiana Fever. Now, it's entirely possible that the Indiana Fever, go for Hannah Skulke in the draft. There's no question about that. Okay, that is a distinct possibility. We'll see what happens, but there are other options out there, and we can't forget that we still have Michaela Timpson, who is a work in progress. But someone like Azura Stevens is someone who can come in immediately and make a difference. Now, another name I'm hearing that is a target for the Fever. I don't know that the Fever have actually said that, or if it's just being rumored out there, or if this is just something that people would love to see, and that would be Jackie Young joining from the Aces. She is an unrestricted free agent. I believe she's expensive. But the issue is they've got to think about who they could lose. Okay. Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham is an unrestricted free agent. Lexi Hull is a restricted free agent, which means that if anyone came after Lexi Hull, the Indiana Fever has the right of first refusal. Okay. So they still have some power to retain Lexi Hull. But Jackie Young is a good outside shooter, can help open up the floor. And she's considered, leaving the Aces is considered a long shot. This is a long shot acquisition, honestly. She does have ties to Indiana. She played at Notre Dame. And she's from Indiana, I believe. So she does have some kind of tie to the area. And it is the latest hot rumor out there that the Fever might just go after her. So that's all I've read so far. And as everybody knows, there can be no free agent offers until January 1st of this year. We need to get the CBA out of the way. That's the first priority. I can't find anything out there on the status of the CBA right now. I will continue to look tomorrow again. Now, as for what Caitlin Clark's rumored plans are beyond playing in the LPGA in the Annika again on November 12th. The word on the street out there is that it is more than likely that she will play in the March 11th to 17th, 2026 tournament in Puerto Rico for Team USA. Okay. That gives her 5-on-5 basketball. It does not interfere with the Indiana Fever's schedule at all, either preseason or, training camp. There's nothing standing in her way of doing this. And she did say in her exit interview that she had Team USA events that she had to get ready for. And I believe that is probably what we will see. She has officially, I believe, ruled out Unrivaled. So she will not be playing in Unrivaled in its second year. They would love to have her. She is the ultimate feather in the cap, but that is not in the cards for this year. So again, March 11th to 17th, 2026 in Puerto Rico. I forget how many games it is. It might be 5 games. I forget. Team USA is already in the FIBA tournament, which does interfere with the Indiana Fever season. So this, what we're talking about in March, is just the precursor to that. And it would definitely give Caitlin Clark a high level of competition and a 5-on-5 scenario with multiple games involved. And that's exactly what she needs to get back into game shape for the season. Now, what she does between October and March, we don't know yet. But she did say in her exit interview that she would know more about, she would have more definites about her off-season schedule by the end of October. So she's got 11 more days, essentially, to get that together. Now, what do we have for highlights tonight? Well, something a little bit different. So I got about a 7 or 8 minute clip of the February 3rd, 2024 game of the Iowa Hawkeyes against the Maryland Terrapins. At the time, the Hawkeyes were 21-2. 21-2. And the Terrapins were 12-10. This was on Maryland's home turf, and Caitlin Clark had never won a game at the Xfinity Center in Maryland until this game, when they won 93-85. So we get about a 7 or 8 minute clip. Please be aware that this is not a Caitlin Clark fan-made video. So it doesn't totally focus on her, although she's outstanding in this game. She played 39 minutes and had 38 points. And she was a killer from 3-point range. Point of note that the person calling the game was actually Stephanie White. So this is about an 8-minute clip. And I do have also the full game, a link to the full game. So I will put them both in the body of this video. If you want to watch the game itself, it was a killer of a game. It was up and down all the way. Pretty fast paced, pretty crazy, good play from both sides, and that kind of stuff. But what I will do is show you this clip. And this is a Big Ten highlight reel. So again, it is not, a Caitlin Clark love fest, although it's kind of hard to ignore her in this game. So here we go. Maybe.
Hey, right away, they are going to try to force Caitlin Clark to put the ball on the floor, going right, get inside the three-point line. You can't let her have that space.
Caitlin Clark, that's an omen. Lavender breaks the other way. Bounce back. And that one is pure. Alex. They're plus 1.7 on the year. Both turnovers on Clark. Meanwhile, Maryland on the other end, finishing. Marshall. Here's Molly Davis. Pure Molly D.
On this team certainly have the green light, and a miscommunication. Molly Davis wide open.
Bree McDaniel called for the foul, her first. First team foul against Maryland. Long jump shot, Clark, and knocks it down.
With the Hawkeyes, this game can't be in the 90s. And you good job right there by
Brown Turner. Cross court, Marshall. Pure. Gabby Marshall. 6 rebounds, 5 assists. She leads in points, rebounds, and assists. Clark from the logo, and knocks it down.
Premier scores in the game, and Caitlin Clark was letting it fly from 3. Abby Ellis as well, trying to find new roles and figure it out.
Turkey with a rebound, finds Molly Davis. Got it. Molly Davis. Pick and roll, Clark thinking about it, lets it fly. And runs it in. Caitlin.
And she says, nope, I'm going to create a little bit more space. Hand in my face.
10-point lead for the Hawkeye. McDaniel kicks it. Baseline jumper. And it goes down for Brown Turner. Renee Alexander makes it a 6-point game, but Iowa beats him down the floor. O'Grady. Caitlin Clark. Behind the back, on the spin, to the hole, and 1.
She's aware of that 50-point game, and right here, just staying on.
So Davis to Clark. Guarded by Briggs. Clark, bounce pass, nice backdoor cut, Martin.
This backdoor cut right now. If you look at where Kate Martin is, look at that open space. Caitlin Clark sees it. Kate Martin recognizes it. Perfect timing.
How has she changed the landscape of women's basketball? What has she done to change the landscape?
I mean, look at this crowd right here. She's selling out away arenas that Molly Davis gets an easy too. But at the same time, as a competitor, to be challenged at the highest level against the best players in the world, that opportunity certainly awaits.
Meanwhile, McDaniel with the nice basket.
She's been intentional about getting to her spots, attacking the rim. This is one thing that she does so well, gets to the rim until you get other contracts, get outside of your rookie contract. But Caitlin Clark's going to make money no matter where she is.
McDaniel step back jump shot and good.
He's on balance, and here finds the pull-up, doesn't try to press it and get in.
Sellers the other way with McDaniel and Alexander. Back door, Sellers, nice look from Lavender Briggs. Sellers will spin into the front court. Baseline, jump shot, and that one goes down again for Brown Turner. O'Grady calling for it inside. 12 to shoot. Clark takes a quick release 3 and buries it. That's 28.
Stops the run. It's what Caitlin Clark does, takes big shots.
And so far, Maryland taking big shots. This time, Sellers. McDaniel on the world. Her name was Lavender. Never heard of that movie, Matilda. But I've heard of McDaniel, and Bree McDaniel is putting the biscuit in the basket right now.
Boy, has she ever. She's been aggressive to the rim. She takes one contact.
63-61. Clark drives, feeds, Martin, nice look, and great finish.
Caitlin Clark and Kate Martin just have this synergy. They understand where.
Tries to turn the corner, cut off. Spins. Nice dime. Woo! What a pass. In and out dribble to the cup, off the window, strong. Picked up Stokey in the corner, rising fire, Clark. Pure. She's got 31. Alexander. That's a brick. Clark again, she'll pull in transition. Nice lob, Stokey, rim runner, up and good. Drive. Knocked away, great hands by Lavender. Sellers, nice bounce pass, up and good for Brown Turner.
The Terps have been really successful in transition. Nobody stops the ball. Stokey has to step up.
Right now, Coach Freeze in Maryland running a box and one on Caitlin Clark. McDaniel, Beamer.
Transition. There are 4 Hawkeyes back in transition.
3/4 court pressure. Clark draws a double. Martin inside and one.
First caught the ball, didn't expect to be that open. Attacked the ball, the basket, and got the foul.
Nice rebound by Briggs.
Gotta know time and score, shot clock.
Sellers, double pump off the window, softly and in. Martin, her roommate. Clark, pump fake, rises, and buries it.
Momentum is in the Terps' way. Shot fake, create my space.
Caitlin Clark ready to get busy. You just get the feeling. Inside, nice look up and in. A falter.
Then you send 2. She finds her open teammates.
81-78. Can Iowa hold on? Clark has been held in check here in the fourth quarter offensively. But they don't need her.
She gets the ball against the zone. She drives it in. Look at the collapse. 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders. She finds her open teammate on the backside. Sydney Falter. 2 years ago, maybe even a year ago.
Clark guarded by Briggs. Back door finds Martin. Easy.
Kate Martin was calling for this backside cut. She knew she had the advantage. It's another possession.
One-on-one, Clark drives with the left hand. Nice feed. Stokey squirts out. Molly D. Bam.
When they have balance scoring, all of the attention is coming to Caitlin Clark. Hannah Stokey keeps the possession alive, and Molly Davis.
Final play of the game, and that one will go down to Brown Turner with .7 to go. And that's it. Iowa comes in and wins.
So there you have it. And I will put that in the body of the video, and I will also put the full game in there as well. And they will also go up on the channel itself, so you can get it in the post section. So what else do I have coming up this week? I actually have another video reel that is actually fan created. It is a total Caitlin Clark reel. And you know, we always watch these great highlight reels of her shooting threes and making passes, but I think it's a real treat when you watch Caitlin Clark take the ball to the hoop. And I don't think we see enough of that in the reels. I don't think fans make reels of that. Maybe it's not sensational enough. I don't know, but to me it is. Just watching the way she splits the defense and, you know, does reverse layups and whatever. All right. I mean, there isn't one facet of the game that this girl can't master. Okay. And she is only going to get better. All right. There's no question about that. So the other thing I have, which I'm not sure what day I'm going to show this, but I actually have highlights from her participation in the LPGA last year, which I will show. I'm not sure what day that's going to be, but I am on the run right now with my youngest daughter. Got to get her back to where she's going. And what I will do when I get home before I hit the hay is I will run through that highlight reel for tomorrow and make sure there's no stupidity in there. So again, I gave you the latest I have on what the rumor is for free agency, which we really can't do a thing about till January, but we always have to think about this. You know, the best laid plans are the ones that get screwed up, and I would not want to lose Kelsey Mitchell. I can tell you that, but I am sure that the Indiana Fever is smart enough to know that they're going to have some kind of they're going to have some kind of contingency, and contingency for Sophie Cunningham and for Lexi Hull, people I would not want to see leave. So again, The general consensus is that we need a power forward, and I totally agree with that, okay? A power forward who can open up the floor and score from the outside, and leave Aaliyah Boston to focus on dominating in the paint where she plays so well on, with Caitlin Clark. So, let's see what comes about. And I will scout around for any more rumors I hear out there about who the Fever may be targeting. If you hear anything, please feel free to leave that in the comments or to send me an email. I actually had somebody send me an email the other day. So feel free to do that. You guys know you can always do that. I always check my emails every day. Never fails, just like I check all the comments every day. Have a great night, and I will be back with you tomorrow.